Zendaya shockingly reveals concerns about her relationship with Tom Holland after the continued pressure from rabid fans and the media. The concerns. Zendaya is one of the most popular young stars in Hollywood right now, and understandably, all that fame is putting her under an immense amount of stress. Helping her through this journey is her romantic partner and fellow famous young star, Tom Holland. Because they are both guilty of being young and popular, this has led some paparazzi and fans to believe they have a right to everything in their private lives. Zendaya vents about this situation by saying, "Parts of my life I accept are going to be public. I can't not be a person and live my life and love the person I love." Zendaya confesses that she's perfectly aware that the price of the dream she's chasing means parts of her life will always be under public scrutiny. This includes her relationship with Tom Holland. She continues her statement saying, "But also, I do have control over what I choose to share. It's about protecting the peace and letting things be your own, but also not being afraid to exist. You can't hide. That's not fun either. I am navigating it more than ever now." It's an acknowledgement that while some parts of her life will never be truly private, that doesn't mean she can't try. There are things that she can keep to herself and her loved ones. She deserves that privacy, same as everybody else. But sadly, that's not something the ravenous internet will take lying down. In response to her serious vent, quite a few fans were already dismissive of Zendaya. Many brought up the scene where Holland had a gay love scene in the film The Crowded Room as a gotcha against their relationship. One tweet is quoted as saying, "Tom should have kept that scene where he got booty pumped to himself." Unsurprisingly, many of these hot takes were from Twitter Blue accounts with a history of clout chasing. Regardless, their reactions are proof of just how hard it is to have a romance in the public eye. This wasn't the first time they've had their privacy attacked by the public. Privacy matters. Back in 2022, whirlwinds of gossip claimed that Zendaya was expecting a child. These rumors were likely in response to a quote by her partner Tom Holland, wanting children. In one interview, Holland stated, "I've spent the last 6 years being so focused on my career. I want to take a break and focus on starting a family and figuring out what I want to do outside of this world." Obviously, this led social media into a frenzy, believing that Holland was rushing a baby with his partner Zendaya. The intensity of these claims forced her to confront them head-on. In a power move, Zendaya definitively dispelled a deceitful pregnancy post engineered by an overzealous fan on TikTok. This sham post, cunningly showcasing a sonogram coupled with a fictitious comment by her co-star Marissa Tomei, was a derivative of the Chrised TikTok trend. For those not in the loop, the Chrised TikTok trend was an ingenious bait-and-switch ruse, akin to the infamous Rickroll, but featuring Kris Jenner as the punchline. Despite its audacious nature, many were hoodwinked. The ever-resilient Zendaya remarked, "See now, this is why I stay off Twitter, just making stuff for no reason weekly." She then made a subsequent story. Anyway, back to filming challengers. Zendaya also had more practical concerns about her lack of a private life. In an interview with Elle, she states, "Before, I could get away with going places and getting in and out. But in Boston, I would end up going right back home because it was really overstimulating. Everybody would go hang out at a bar or something, and I'd be like, I'd love to, but I think I could ruin everybody's night. Because it's just not going to be fun once I'm there." With both Holland and Zendaya continuing to rise, it's unlikely their privacy worries are going away anytime soon. Still, here's hoping they get to enjoy their whirlwind romance the way they want more often.